welcome to this week. I'm not sure what we're going to do in terms of the week numbers this year, but this is just a short video this week. I literally have only been back in Australia for a couple of days and haven't had a chance to get much done, but I didn't want to leave everyone hanging, so only a couple of things to tick off. I'm back into my training, had a nice ride this morning, just an hour and a half, and just to sort of get back into the swing of being on the bike. Actually felt better than I thought it might after not having a ride for I think nearly a month now. Not done anything really other than run for a month. Had a little bit of a shock when I stood on the scales after getting home. A bit diabolical, let's say. Put on probably it says 5 kilos. However, I have already lost one of those just in one day of back on the eating plan. And so I suspect that I've probably only put on 2 or 3 real kilos in that month, and I'm carrying a bit of excess fluid and whatnot. So I will recap that next week. But I was disappointed, but I wasn't shocked. I haven't monitored my calories in any real way since I went on holidays, so I guess you can't expect miracles. However, it's really remotivated me to get my shit together and get right back on it. So the last 2 days have been really good food wise. Was 900 calories under my cap yesterday, and we'll be aiming for the same today, even after my ride this morning, because I've got to make that up and get back on track. I'm not going to get down to 10% body fat if I don't get that stuff sorted. So that was a little disappointing, but not unexpected, to be honest. I wasn't doing the greatest. I had some really good days when we were traveling, when we were really conscious of everything, and then you have other days where all the rules go out the window and you just do whatever. So it was a bit of a mixed bag, let's say. But anyway, a quick update on what's going to happen this week. Back into the full swing of training. In the next week, I have a bike fitting from a pro next Saturday, so that probably won't be in next week's video, but we'll probably do a whole episode just about the bike fitting, because it's like next level bike fitting, to make sure that I can avoid the pains that I had in my ride in the Ironman. Don't ever want to go through that again, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that bike fitting wise and adjustment wise everything fits as it should. And he's also going to let me know basically whether I need to get a TT bike or whether we can adjust the bike that I have to suit my needs. So that should be exciting and maybe really expensive. We'll see. There's some other stuff coming up that I will announce, but next week I will run through the entire year's worth of plan in terms of events and things like that, just so that everyone knows what we're working towards, and give everyone that update. We'll also go through my new chart that I've put together to manage my target of getting under 10% body fat. So it's got body measurements and everything, all sorts of stuff built into it. So that'll be exciting for some of us who like to track the data. And that's probably everything we'll do next week, but we'll be back into the usual cycle. I'm going to try and answer any questions everybody has on like a weekly basis. So if you send through a question in the comments below or to my email address, I will try and answer those questions each week rather than doing a specific episode on the Q&A, just to change the format up a little bit and try and keep it relevant to what I'm doing, I guess, too. Questions tend to come along, at random intervals, so I'll try to just keep on top of those. And other than that, it'll be business as usual. We'll just get into the rhythm of things, and I will be concentrating on different things each week. We'll go deeply into the food side of things, because obviously you don't build a six-pack in the gym, you build it in the kitchen, and we will get into all of those details about my calories, what I'm eating, how we're going to get to that point, all of that sort of stuff. So stay tuned for that. I did get a little bit of exercise in this week in terms of a ride this morning. and I reran my Cairns Ironman route, or at least most of it, the day after we got back into the country, which was really interesting. I have to say, I wasn't really, I don't know, brought back some memories, and I only did 7Ks of it, but it felt a hell of a lot better than when I did it in the Ironman, that's for sure. But it was nice to go back and redo that and just sort of reminisce as I was running about how I felt during the Ironman and all of those wonderful memories that are associated with it. Hopefully next one I do will be a lot less painful. We'll get all of that stuff sorted out so that I can just really exert myself physically rather than having to deal with all of the pain that I was dealing with in the Ironman in Cairns. But for this week, that's all. We will be back next week, bigger, better and faster, and I hope that you will join us then. And in the meantime, don't forget to take the next right.